Welcome to the little grove known as Wild Woods. I love me some Shy Guy representation, and this course does that as well as impress in a few other areas. I think this is one of the most visually rich tracks in Mario Kart. There's a real life to it, a whole ecosystem. I'm a huge sucker for Mario Kart because it really has tried to make the Mushroom Kingdom feel more like a live world, and that started way back in Mario Kart 64. There were billboards implying that there were businesses and brands, or being able to drive right by Peach's castle straight from Mario 64. As each game was released, you got to see more of just how interesting or strange the world Mario can be, but it felt alive. I say all this because up to this point, Wild Woods really feels like it's the culmination of what Mario Kart has always done to go that extra mile. It's all located in a dense part of the woods, where you see lots of little huts with Shy Guys watching, but also going about their business, a river that is likely the village's water supply that your carts are likely ruining. Even at the beginning of the track, you see a pulley system that explains how the spectators got there. Everything under the foliage of the forest, seemingly centered around this massive tree that you start on. It's also the smaller details though. Homes aren't just built within the forest, but into the trees themselves. The road is part tree, but also from the wood taken from the resources in the environment. Everything here is made of wood. Like it's a very self-sufficient village, minus the boost pads. It's a shame they couldn't do anything about that and the other types of pads, but game design will always be Nintendo's top priority, and it still looks fantastic overall. The map really reminds me of the Nopon village from Xenoblade Chronicles, which is a good thing for those of you that haven't played it. But Spectacle is only half the course though. What's it like as a racing experience? It's pretty decent. Anti-gravity is a very tricky gimmick. Without the right surroundings, it can be kind of hard to even tell that you're driving sideways or upside down. The greenery, although beautiful, seems pretty strong here. It's very dense, so often I don't even really notice when I've gone right side up on this track. Which is relevant because it does affect your driving specs. There are a couple of branching paths to be found, the first just being a split in the road. I think the idea here was that one was supposed to be longer but safer, while the other was a little more direct but more narrow. These are the kind of shortcuts I really get behind, but I think the execution might have missed the mark. The I meant to say left. Raggy. The left is slower, yes, but the right really isn't all that narrow. Even in a cluster, I would still feel relatively safe taking the right path. It's not exactly challenging to stay on a road this wide. The other split is a mushroom shortcut. Yeah, it's fine. Try to drive through it without a mushroom and you're likely dropping into a pit, but with one, it's a pretty good time saver. I think the weirdest part of the course is at the base of the tree though. After riding the stream down through the tunnel, you come across these lily pads, and the boost pads here look really silly on them. But even more so, Nintendo thinks they can pull the wool over my eyes, but I'm smarter than that. I know mud boosts when I see them. Just because it's clean doesn't mean it's not functionally the same thing. Technically, I don't think the water itself slows you down, but the lily pads move, which means the positioning is different each time you get here, and if you don't chain them, you're being left in the dust all the same. Wild Woods visually has a lot going for it, but the racing experience has always felt like it's just missed the mark for me personally, and that's only because there's so many other courses that are so fun. It really embraces the world that is built around Mario Kart with a solid track layout. Stay tuned for tomorrow, and obviously tell your friends so that way they can have opinions too. See y'all tomorrow.